When running flame detection coverage assessments in HazMap3D, probably the most important question to ask yourself before you start is, what is the target fire size I am designing the system for? Or what is the smallest size of fire I want the system to be able to detect at range for a given fire hazard or hazard grade? So if I look at this, I see I have a group of pumps that I've assigned a grade of medium risk or standard risk to on all of them, and they are all varying distances as they go out from a flame detector, which you can see right here, small and in red. To make the position of the flame detector more obvious, I'm going to turn on the field of view cone. And this field of view cone that HazMap3D displays is to a standard FM3260 test fire, which is a 1 foot by 1 foot in heptane fire, which is usually assumed to be 40 or 50 kilowatts radiant heat output. So if I go into my grades, I can set the target fire size for this orange SD grade to 50 kilowatts. And I've told the computer to treat the standard FM3260 test fire as a 50 kilowatt fire. And I'm requiring 1 vote for coverage. And if I run the assessment, actually real quick, I'm just going to turn off my grades to make this easier to see. You can see that in the space within that field of view cone for that 50 kilowatt fire, if I have line of sight, I'm getting credit for coverage. If I then increase my target fire size, I'm doubling the size of the fire size that I'm looking for, so this is going to scale up on the inverse square law and give me about a 40% increase in range. And so now I see, even though I'm still only displaying that FM3260 range for my field of view bubble, I'm now getting credit for getting coverage beyond that because I've increased the size of my target fire. If I increase again, say to 250, and I'm just increasing the requirement for alarm and control action at the same time, I can set different fire sizes for alarm and control action if I want to. I can now see I've more than doubled the size of the fire again, so now I've gotten another 40+% boost in range. And now if I do one final increase to 500 and run again, because I've increased the size of the target fire size by a factor of 10, I'm going to get a roughly 3x increase in my range. And so now at this point, if I have line of sight, I'm seeing all the way to the other end of the bubbles for these pumps, and any additional increase in fire size is not going to improve my coverage at all because I've made it so that I can reach across the entire assessment area with the range of this detector. So as you can see, as I scale up my target fire size, this can have dramatic impacts on how many detectors I need in order to provide coverage to all of these pumps, and that therefore is going to have a lot of impact on how expensive my systems are going to be and what represents an optimized system. If I want 2 out of N coverage for this space for a 500 kilowatt fire, I can probably do that with just 2 detectors, maybe 3. If I want good 2 out of N coverage for this with a 50 or 100 kilowatt fire, I'm probably going to need 4, 5, or 6 detectors to cover all of these pumps.